Hi, welcome to Freedom Speaks. I know I'm wearing the same shirt and this is getting posted on the same day, and I'm saying this is Freedom Speaks again. But yeah, this is Freedom Speaks, the second one of the day. I have two for you guys today, actually. And well, today it's two separate videos. Watch the other video, it's about my relapsing, so I won't even talk about that. I'll just go directly into what I was about to talk about, which is oh my crap, oh my god, I forgot. Okay, I remember now. I remember. Hence that other video. Like, I need to stop, but this is. I'm supposed to be talking about Duel. It's gonna be called Duel, and I'm basically gonna be spitting out how I feel about both sides of opposing opinions, basically. I have, so let's just stay on my left. I'll have meat eaters, and then on my right, I'll have vegans slash vegetarians. I have a best friend that is vegetarian. Sorry, if you find any of this offensive, but I'm pretty sure she won't. Much love, girl. But anyway, so, so, what is the issue? The issue is, for some reason, vegans especially, I don't know, I was looking online and I saw a lot of vegans like really talking about, meat eaters like they were dumb, basically. Like how did you not know, like how do you not know what I'm going through because it's natural? Like, I mean, and that's also, I also want to say too before I start that I am gay, so there is, I am not gonna be like, "Arr!" I'm gonna try to be as politically correct as possible, but also being, very truthful and real, because I don't want to be a hypocrite. So maybe not so political, I guess. But I guess I couldn't think of any other word, so I just want to be correct either way, um, about the language that I use. So, back to what I was saying. They seem to think that meat eaters are like dumb, like blondes. I don't think blondes are dumb. I mean, your hair color doesn't make you dumb. I think that's more of a society thing because, blonde women with blue eyes typically don't have to really work because they're found very attractive to men, and or certain men or a lot of men with usually who have money. So I mean, they usually don't have to use the brain as often. So I mean, I can understand why they kept using it as like, or why I kept seeing it as like a constant thing where they would be like, hey, I'm blah blah blah, and then I'm this blind, dumb person, blah blah blah. It's like, you're being rude, first of all, vegans who are posting these kind of videos. That's not cool. Um, you're trying to say that you don't want somebody to basically assault your beliefs and or bombard you with questions or whatever, but the way that your deliveries are, it's so negative. It's, you're basically doing onto others as you shouldn't be doing. You're doing to other people what you don't want them to do to you, which is stupid. So just, I mean, that's just one. And then for me, I've tried, I'm a meat eater. I've tried not eating meat for like a month. It did not work. I'm sorry. I did the vegetable things and all the soy stuff, and it just, after a while, I got queasy, and I kept feeling queasy. So I'm like, I can't do this. I'm always hungry, and because I'm not a big eater. Like, I'm seriously not a big eater. So when I do eat meat, it's kind of, I do eat meat every day. So it's like when I do eat meat, I'm not like eating like a huge portion of meat. It's very well portioned for my body. Been the same size and height or whatever since, middle school basically. And I'm like almost 30, so whatever. Um, and so that, I don't know, it's just, I don't get, meat eaters, we just don't understand why, you're vegan basically, and that's what people are curious about. Um, but then from a vegan standpoint, it's like people shouldn't be bombarding you with questions. Like, who wants some random person asking them, you know, hey, who are you? What are you about? What's your life about? What do what's your diet? What color does your poop? Is your poop? It's like, who are you, first of all? So get out of my space. So maybe too many people are doing that, and then it's like they haven't had any meat, so they're hungry, and then they're like, I ain't ate no meat, so let me stop. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Like, you're food deprived, which you're not. I know. Lots of people who don't eat meat are not food deprived. They actually have very good weight. They carry their weight very good. Let's just say. Um, so it's definitely possible to be a thick person or a fat person or a curvy person and be a vegetarian. It's just about the protein and everything else like that. And I think most people really get that. But again, it's just the fact that, to shun it completely. I mean, and it's like me. Again, this is why I'm saying I don't want to be a hypocrite, because it's like gay guy talking about, vegetarians. like you shouldn't, you should eat that meat. Duh. It's like maybe the last person that should be discussing this. But hey, it is what it is. Um, Everybody has their opinion, so that's mine. I think that vegans, I mean, there's plenty of food that vegans can eat that's good. It's just that I don't understand why, if it's the quality of food, that's the concern, then you could always just get better quality. Or ding ding ding, like someone have a red light, like if you're a vegan and you want this specific, raised and whatever, like Purdue, super Purdue chicken, whatever thing going on, then maybe you should like make that kind of industry, form that industry, so that all the other vegans can have something to eat, like they can be like, hey, we made this and it's all natural and nothing, we bought these acres or whatever, free idea, no charge. No charge. I think of ideas all the time. Um, but I have no interest in super chicken, super healthy chicken. I like normal chickens. They're fine. Um, I just and so yeah, we don't understand that part. And then if you say that, oh, you're killing something, then it's like, okay, oh, you're killing an animal, or you're torturing the animal first. Let's get to that. Oh, you're torturing the animal. First of all, even put all that in a circle. All of that can go in one nice little ball, because at the end of the day, do you not? This goes to vegans, vegetarians, people who really don't think that they should be eating really meat. Um, I mean, we're animals, so it's kind of like it's what we do, kind of, sort of. I mean, we weren't selected to. I mean, I guess eventually we had more of an option because of the brain having more functions and everything like that. But I mean, so we have the knowledge of like, hey, that's protein, that's not. Hey, I need all of that, and then I can just throw all that to the side. I mean, and it's good too. But again, like I said, if you're gonna, that I mean, people. That's why people kind of probably seem people that eat meat look at it weird, because it's like, okay, if it's about the torture and the killing of an animal, then why are you eating anything? If you're worried about the growth of and the life of, and the excuse is that I heard on there like maybe once, and it's a good like, if it was a lawyer case, that would be like one of the reasons that that lawyer would be like, hey, da 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 da. They were like, what were they saying? I don't know exactly. I don't. I'm not gonna exactly quote them, but they basically were saying that that the grass doesn't have a central nervous system, so in a brain, so or heart in some cases or whatever. So, or either or whatever. So basically, it's not like something that can think and, whatever. But then it's like to a meat eater, it's like, well, that's your opinion. You don't really know because you aren't, like most people say. Or like I saw in one video, and like I've said in the video, you aren't God. So it's like you aren't that plant. You don't know how that plant feels when you ripped it up, or or that thing of lettuce when you ripped it apart and chopped it up, and how would you like it if you was a thing of lettuce and a motherfucker just came and chopped your ass up and ate you? I mean, it's the same thing. They may not be able to think and be like, hey, or scream or anything like that, but or be like, or maybe even feel it, but it doesn't excuse the fact that they're not alive. The point is the key point or the key word that vegans, vegetarians, whatever are trying to use is alive, and keeping. If it's alive, then it shouldn't be hurt. Then you shouldn't really be eating anything. You should be eating things that either have died naturally or aren't growing in a sense, which is basically nothing. I mean, there's things, I guess, water and like rocks and dirt, and I mean, there's stuff, and that stuff has minerals in it and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure, it's possible for that to be a. I'm just thinking about like, wow, what if they like lived in a cave? That would be like a movie or something. Like they'd be in that cave and they'd be licking the rocks and shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's just I don't know. But at this, I just don't personally get it. I tried it so I could have a better understanding of it, which I do. So anybody that sees this video, you'll know like, hey, I hope my explanation was good. Like I hope my let me do like a conclusion so that it's a little bit easier. So if the vegans, vegetarians, we totally understand for the most part anyway, that you don't want to eat meat because either you don't want to kill things that are living, you don't want to be involved with things that are getting tortured. There's other ways to get the protein you need without hurting something else. So I completely understand that, completely respect that. Like, that's your total choice in this world. You only have one life, and how you choose to live it is totally up to you. Just like I already said in the beginning, I'm gay, so I choose to live my life how I live it. So, hey, more power to you. And then there's the meat eating people like myself who, hey, we just like meat. It's something that we were born to do, kind of, sort of, in a sense. I mean, we're raised to do anyway. We weren't really made to do it specifically. I mean, no one was like, hey, your name is and you should eat this. But I mean, so it goes both ways. There's no saying that you can't eat meat, and there's no saying that you shouldn't. I mean, at the end of the day, the main point that I think most people should get from this, or that they should take from it, that neither side has really any is more right than the other. Basically, you both are in limbo, and is people. I guess people eventually will stop asking, vegans, vegetarians about your diets and stuff like that. Eventually, maybe. I mean, but it is interesting. It's new. It's not like it's always been the norm. Just like being gay isn't new. I said it's not new. Well, it's not new, but it's something that people talk about a lot now. So people come up to you. They know you're gay. They're like, hey, well, how do you da da da? You're like da da da. I've had people come up to me and say the craziest shit all the time. Like, seriously. So it's like you're not alone. The rest of the world experiences it in their own way. Okay, vegans and vegetarians. So sorry if the meeting population of the world is bugging you, but we're not all blind. We're not all dumb, and I think that at the end of the day, my personal belief is if you're worried about hurting things, then you shouldn't hurt them, or you shouldn't take part in it at all. You shouldn't take part in it at all, like, period. And which means you would die basically, and then something will eat you. But I mean, hey, I mean, that's it. It's all about choice. Hey, we got one life to live, one world. So that's my conclusion. Shit, one life, one world. Live it how you wanna. All right, bye.